Hello, folks. Welcome to another episode of The Cake is a Lie. This is episode 12. I'm kind of filling in for John here. He's sick. He's got the cold. All achy and stuff, I guess. I don't know. What a loser.
Right?
I know.
Right?
Well,
if he was a gamer, you just slam another energy drink.
Yeah, I know.
Those things are full of vitamins B and 6 and 12. I mean, I'm pretty sure that does
yeah,
something.
I'm sure those are really good ones for you. I'm sure there's nothing wrong with those.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm Samson, at SC Samson on the Twitter. And then we got Thomas the Doubter over there.
Ew.
Doubting everything, of course.
Oh,
Life.
yes.
Everything. I don't know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. So, Grand Theft Auto 5 came out. You look tired.
Yes.
You've been playing it since midnight?
Yeah. I managed to fit in 3 hours of sleep. Been surviving on energy drinks and French bread. So I'm kind of coming down.
When you told me that, I was like, French bread, that's a really interesting combination. Was that just what you saw at the store?
It was leftovers.
No chips? No,
leftovers.
You didn't want to go to the store and get chips? Weren't you at Walmart when you bought the game?
Yeah. Yeah.
They sell things there.
I got an energy drink.
Oh, the Monster's what you got from there.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
okay. Nice.
No, yeah, I don't like to eat and play at the same time. I'm kind of like the person who likes having their hands clean when they're playing a game.
I understand.
Especially like a game like Grand Theft Auto when you're steering around.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's...
I'm that same way with my mouse. Like, I always love it. I'll look at it and be like, why is my hand so dirty? Why is this so... I'll like clean it off, be all anal about it.
Exactly.
Well, control is even worse because there's way more crevices and...
Crumbs are getting in the like cracks of your joysticks and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've been playing it, and it's pretty good. I think it deserves I'm trying to remember how many hours I've been playing. Obviously, since midnight minus 3 hours.
I don't do math.
Numbers.
I don't do math on there.
No, and it feels like I've done a lot more than I have just because they are so good at sidetracking you.
Oh, I bet.
So it's like I'm not actually that far into the main story.
You're like, I've been playing for 13 hours. I'm 12% done.
No, I'm not even that.
Oh, you're not even that?
No. And
not even a percent an hour?
Yeah, no, not even. And I've actually just the last few hours, it's maybe a few hours ago, I unlocked the third, I met the third character.
Yes.
So I've only known
Oh, wow, that's as far as you've gotten?
Yeah, and it's amazing. I did the first heist. If the other heists are anything like the first heist, the game's gonna be a blast. Just because the first heist, they make you feel like in a freaking movie.
Really?
Yeah. No, it's fantastic.
That's awesome.
From like the way you're planning the heist, it feels like a movie. Like your decisions, the characters have comments on the decisions you make. You have like rap sheets for like who do we want, and like he'll comment on each like.
So it's kind of like when like Ocean's 11 when they're trying to get everyone.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
what should we do? We're gonna do a double dolphin.
We're gonna need a hacker. We're gonna need exactly like that. And in fact, it does affect the mission by like a lot. It's not like, oh, there's a chance the mission could be worse. It affects it a lot. Like I got the best hacker, but her take's really high. The better the employee, the bigger the
more
take.
they need.
But she managed to hack the cameras for the longest time, so I was able to rob this jewelry store of all the jewels, like in all the cases.
Really?
Whereas if you chose someone else not as good, you would have less time, and they'll do a countdown for you. Whereas but they don't do just 45 seconds, 30 seconds. It's like. It feels like a movie. They're like, "Hey, you guys only got half a minute now," and like they'll just yell at you. And then like I took a stealth approach.
Of course
I hired a shitty hired gun like the Muscle just because I'm like I'm not gonna be shooting people. And as we are robbing, like my character's commenting how that guy keeps on dropping the jewels and how the guy's like,
so he's a klutz too.
No, yeah, and he's like, hey, can I pocket some of this? Like you can hear him, and like, and then what's the worst part? And this is, and apparently it's different. Like I've read that different things can happen. But as we were making our getaway, I'm making my getaway with motorcycles. The jewel bag thieves have motorcycles. and there's 3 of them. The shitty muscle wrecks. And we lose, like, and it keeps track of your money. And so I was lucky enough, he was just ahead of me. So I swerved by, grabbed his bag, and like, yeah, laters. Yes, exactly. So, and I mean, awesome. In the same chase, I had to restart one part of it just because it's so, you don't. Well,
you're probably not used to how you get away from cops.
Well, no, that's not it. Actually, what's sad is, I don't want to spoil anything, but you switch, because it's incredible, but you switch to a big truck.
Oh,
and you're keeping the cop cars off the motorcycles, and down in this Terminator 2, the big canal type.
Like the Los Angeles River.
Yeah, exactly. You're in one of those, and you're knocking cop cars away. And little I know, I'm like speeding along, keeping up with the motorcycles. The motorcycles drop speed, and I just ram it and kill my guy. It's like,
did I at least pick up the loot?
No.
You're like, nope, failed.
Nope. Yeah. So, but it was funny. I actually laughed just because it was like so unexpected.
Oh yeah.
And as everyone knows, and as Rockstar knows, they have checkpoints.
Oh, that's good.
And a lot of people were concerned that this one was going to be a lot easier because now if your health is low, it'll regenerate to at least 50%. Like, they're like, oh, it's going to be easy compared to other ones. No, it's like, it's still really challenging.
They made it more challenging knowing that your health was going to regenerate?
Yes.
Well,
you lose health a lot faster. You can buy armor. It's expensive, though. It's not like $200. It's like, they have like 6 levels of different armor.
This one's $20,000.
I don't think there's one that much, but they get expensive. And anyways, yeah, your health drops like a rock. So, and you know, I was dying in shootouts still. I mean, they don't give you much time. Literally, it's like duck, cover, shoot, and then, you know, move to next cover.
Well, yeah, because you're not that powerful yet, so that makes sense.
Well, yeah, and you just take a lot of damage. And the AI is not stupid. They don't do the I'm aiming for you. Shoot my head off.
They just shoot.
They're
naturally.
Yeah, and the AI is great. The cop AI is fantastic, almost annoyingly so. Not necessarily cheating, but like they're really good at driving. But you can still, but they're good at driving, but you can still outsmart them. Like I was outsmarting them a lot, but boy, I mean, sometimes it can be frustrating.
You pull in, all those drive by. Oh, they didn't drive by.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, my only annoyance so far is the car damage. If you're in a chase or a getaway, all it takes is one bad ram and your steering is shot, or
that'd be kind of annoying.
Or you'll just go slow, like something's wrong with the accelerator or something.
It's not like you're playing Gran Turismo or something, like a really realistic, a really realistic simulation
Well, and the
game.
thing is, in the past Grand Theft Auto games I played, if your car's wrecked, I'm just like,
I gotta get
another one,
it's gonna blow up,
and then I'll drive away. This, you get out, those cops take you down fast.
So they run you over, or they just get out and start shooting at you?
They just start shooting at you, and if you, if you're don't get another car fast, or if there's no distance, you probably will die before you can drive away.
Wow.
Yeah, it's fun though. It doesn't want you to get out of a car, just grab another one. And also, they made it, instead of the last Grand Theft Auto 4, what happens is when they're looking for you, they have a sphere of influence.
Yeah, and once you get out of that, then it goes down.
Well,
right?
then does the blinky star, like your stars are disappearing. But however, if you get in that circle, they automatically know where you're at. In this one, if they're searching for you, they'll have them on the radar, but they'll have a cone instead, so you can like outmaneuver them, or they
get behind them. Go to
well, there's a lot more parking like garages. It's kind of like LA. They have the multi-level parking garages, so you can get away from the helicopters or whatever else. But so far it's fantastic. I mean, I'll give more details of some of my exploits. I got the special edition, so
nice.
Yeah.
How much was that?
It's $80.
That's not too bad for a special. That's only what, $20 more than normal.
Yeah, and they give you a lot of stuff. So still, I mean, they give you a ton of free guns. And
I'm excited to experience what you're experiencing right now in about 6 months when they release it on the PC.
Yeah.
Minimum of 6.
I'll be like, so how about that DLC?
Yeah. Dude, I just got the game. No. I know what you meant. It's awesome.
What I can't wait is the multiplayer. If, like I said, if the heists are half as good as they are in the single player, it's gonna be a blast.
Oh, I bet.
It just.
But at least you can do them. Unlike Payday 2, it seemed like it was hard to do them by yourself. the heist.
Oh yeah. No, it's in this. There's room for error. I mean, but you still have to do it right on, and they give you choices. I mean, your crew,
Which that's really cool. That's pretty in depth.
and there's you can do it stealthy or you can do it.
Guns ablazing.
Yeah, absolutely. So they give you the different choices, and this is just on the first mission. So
Did someone happen to go, "Do you know whose bank you're robbing here?"
no,
Oh.
I just told my partner I killed the bus driver.
Oh, okay.
No, actually, what's kind of cool though, if people are like, I don't want to give my cut, even though they're good. If you hire the shitty people, you might not get as much money, or they may make more mistakes. However, they will level their skills after every job you do.
Oh, nice. And didn't they require more money?
Nope.
Oh, well.
See, that's the but that's kind of like
train your crew.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'll start out weak, and then maybe you can make way more money. in the long run.
Well, you can redo the
heist.
So I haven't tested it yet, but I'm wondering if you could like quote unquote level them on the same heist over and over again, or not. I'm not sure. Haven't tested it. Haven't had time.
Well, cool. So it's a good game.
So far, yeah, it's amazing. It's
Is it a masterpiece?
We'll see. It's so far it's good. They keep on impressing me. I'm not going to have my way to be like, oh, I can do that, or that's what that looks like. Like the first time I dived in water, it was part of a mission, and it immediately brought me underwater, and I was like, holy crap!
I've never been able to swim in this game before.
Well, and it looks good, and when you are above the water, the waves. I mean,
I guess you could swim in those games, huh?
I don't remember.
remember.
Maybe I honestly don't remember. Maybe
I know.
Grand Theft
I thought
Auto
like in the
4.
first ones you couldn't. You just die instantly when you went in the water.
Yeah, I can't remember either. But it sounds weird, but the waves really look good.
They look really good.
Yeah. I mean, you can jump these waves on little watercraft. They're so big, so it's pretty neat. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, good. I'm glad the game is living up to the hype.
Absolutely.
For once, some games do.
The writing's awesome. The humor's funny. You'll laugh. There's just so much going on. Soundtrack's amazing.
Well, after you get your one, maybe I'll borrow your 360 and play the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
I guess we get to the news and discussion part of the show. Let's see. We got wrong button. I haven't done this for a while. Did I not do that one? No, there we go. Finally went. Open beta for Battlefield 4 will be, let's see, if you had Medal of Honor Warfighter, Battlefield Deluxe version, and like the, I don't know what it's called.
Is this either or both?
No, if you had like all of this, then you can get in early.
Oh, jeez.
And then it opens for everyone on October. No. What does it say there? I'm retarded. Maybe it doesn't say there. Maybe I'm reading the wrong thing. I don't know. There'll be a beta.
It says open beta will launch October 1st.
October 1st. Okay. Yeah. So it'll be for all platforms. So that'll be fun. I did the Battlefield 3
beta
around my birthday 2 years ago. Yeah, the beta. It was fun. I did it on the 360 actually because I was out of town. Which is weird that I was playing out of town.
You'll have to tell us how it is when that.
I'll have to see it on PC. Yeah, see how my Beast computer handles it.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, technically, I'm assuming it'll be the next gen graphics on the PC. Obviously, the other consoles won't be out yet.
Yeah, I've been hearing things I'm a little concerned with as far as developers are saying that PS is gonna be actually a lot stronger.
Yeah, I've been reading that too, which is kind of weird. I don't remember the specifics of what they were saying, but it was basically like the design of the Xbox is meant to be ran to not look as good, but run better.
Yeah,
something like I don't know.
Well, and not only that, but some more concerns as far as one of the Xbox exclusives is going to be running at 900.
It's going to be 1600 by 900. So it'll be a little bit less. I guess.
Don't get me wrong. I saw a comparison of the images, and it wasn't like
outrageous,
I mean,
the difference between like 720p and 1080p is really big. The difference between this is like your 23-inch monitor and your 20-inch monitor is like running a different, little bit smaller resolution. It's hard to really tell. they're saying it would really only really affect if you were really close up to something and you would see larger pixels on the screen. But they're assuming the heads-up display will be rendered in 1080p.
Yeah,
and then everything else will just be 900 behind it.
Yeah, we'll see.
So, I mean, hopefully it's Rise is the game they're talking about.
Yeah.
I guess I'll bring it up here.
Oh, I didn't see that as one of the news items. I read that on somewhere else.
Yeah, it had the picture here. You can see the pictures when they load.
Someday.
Oh goodness, it's really raining here. I feel like it was affecting my internet at home too. I mean, obviously these pictures are kind of small. You can't really see it that much, but oh, I see.
Ta-da!
Oh, that's an interesting.
Waved in it, huh?
Yeah, I didn't actually realize that it was like that. I thought it was just a small image.
Yeah, I guess it's.
It seems to look almost exactly the same, to be honest, but
yeah,
I don't know.
I'm sure I wouldn't be able to tell the difference, but nonetheless,
Still looks good.
Min-maxing.
Yeah, the article right there said that it was like that for the 360 too, though. Like there were so many games that released under 720p just because they didn't have the specs for the consoles when they're making this game or those games. So you make them two years in advance usually. So they didn't actually have the final specs for the thing. So it was optimized for what they were anticipating it being, not what it actually is. And looks like they overestimated maybe. So they had to downgrade the visuals a little bit, but
I see.
oh well. I don't think I put this on here. I'm pretty sure John put this on here.
It looks like just release dates for EA's games.
Yeah, it looks like the street dates will just be before the launch, which I mean, sure. The PS4 is releasing sooner, so right? Is that what it's saying here? I don't know. I actually didn't know what the purpose of this article is.
Nope.
I'm gonna move on. Let's see here. I guess news. Did you do this with the discs? Did you install the Play disc?
Actually, I read that article
before?
And to be honest, I wouldn't even think about installing the Play disc. I realize a lot of owners will install the Play disc, for better performance.
Yeah.
Because there is no installation disc. So
well, it forces you to install the second disc, right, or the first disc?
Which is the installation disc.
Yeah. Well, apparently, what they did was you're going to install something, so you're going to have the hard drive, and then the Play disc, so you can read things simultaneously to make it look better, which is actually ingenious. I wouldn't even think that would be possible.
Why they got it on Blu-ray?
I know,
but at least that's what they had. So, and they made it work without the Blu-ray. Right?
No, I don't even mean something that. I mean the fact that it could read information from the disc and the hard drive at the same time. Otherwise, if you install it's all on the hard drive, it looks worse and it runs slower. Yeah, because it can't. It wasn't the design was to read two different things at the same time.
Yeah. Well, since it doesn't have Blu-ray like the PlayStation.
Right? Well, I don't. I'm assuming the PlayStation is going to be the same way because
I was told that
maybe not.
I could be wrong.
Maybe is the drive just faster on the PlayStation?
I was just told that the PlayStation doesn't need the installation disc just because it is a Blu-ray,
so it can handle
fit
all in
more
one
information.
But to be honest, the PS3 is stronger than the Xbox 360. I mean, it's not like it's common knowledge, so it makes sense that it wouldn't maybe have to do the same requirements. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. That is always kind of weird between the two consoles, but at least they could figure something out to make it work. You put this on here.
Yeah. Well, I just saw your Grand Theft Auto installation, and they released the Grand Theft Auto 5 manual app. And it's over 100 pages long, and this is just the instruction manual.
Wow.
Yeah. It's
pretty crazy.
Yeah. No, and to be honest, I could see it. It's just silly. I obviously don't have the app, but I'm constantly discovering
new
things.
Stuff.
Yeah, playing on the stock market, stuff like that. And then the number of activities and whatever. That's pretty neat though. I mean, it just goes to show you how many games can come out with instructions that large. Maybe something like Skyrim, but not a sandbox like this.
Yeah, that's craziness. Let's see. I put this on here, I think. Oh, just the PlayStation Plus games for this month are going to be Far Cry 3, Street Fighter, Cross Tekken.
Far Cry 3 is excellent. People
yeah.
can get that for free.
That's an amazing game to get for free.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm happy for all those PlayStation owners. Yeah,
See,
get
is that all
it if you
that's-
have PlayStation Plus, because it's worth a playthrough.
So it looks like it'll be Far Cry 3, Tekken, Cross Tekken, Gianna Sisters, Twisted Dreams, Dragon's Dogma, Dark Horizon, and then Touch Me Katamari.
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 Yeah, that's the image right above here. It's a popular underground game where you start off as this little guy who rolls, and what happens is as you roll over items, you become a bigger object.
Oh, yes,
and
yes. I remember this.
You start off, tiny, and then you get city size
Size.
almost. So, and it's a fun little puzzle game. It's actually really addicting.
Oh, so it's a puzzle game. There's certain things you have to do. It's not
Yeah,
just a
like
sandbox.
there's certain things you have to be large enough, or you have to suck or absorb or whatever to get into. It's not necessarily a puzzle, but it has simple puzzles and stuff. But it's addicting. It's kind of fun.
Oh, it's PS Vita? I didn't realize they were doing that for the Vita. Huh. Well, I mean, they are trying to incorporate that a lot more into their system, so that makes sense, I guess, because it should play a fairly large role in the PS4 if it runs as smooth as it's supposed to over the network.
Yeah.
Which is still the only reason why I might get one. I don't know.
I'm not a big fan of handhelds.
Oh, I'm not either. I'm more interested in the Vita TV.
Yeah.
That would be. It should be the same process. So if it runs good with one, I'm assuming it'll run good with both. I don't know. It's all speculation, of course, because none of them are released. And to be honest, the Vita TV doesn't even have a release date in America yet, because the PS4 is getting released fairly late in Japan, so they're kind of giving them this first, and then give it to us sometime next year, probably. I don't know.
Yeah.
This was pretty cool. It was really kind of interesting read, just the fact that this guy was against gaming in general in a lawsuit in 2005, it looks like, and now he's for it. I guess if you can't beat him, join him.
Yeah, except that, and it's good that they're making classes and teaching kids web or how to develop games, because it's a growing market, etc. And there's a certain amount of money going into it. It's true that there's a large job market, but it's getting so
Oversaturated already.
exactly, and not to mention, and maybe this is just me, but I think we could be teaching our kids other more practical skills that they can use. Whether it's software, technical stuff, or we all need. Every city needs technicians.
Yeah.
If you want to fill a job market, do technicians.
Yeah. The gaming industry is a $1 billion industry, but so is almost any other trade.
And
across the country.
And I'm obviously a huge gamer, but there's already a problem with the youth almost playing too much, like escaping from reality sort of thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's the healthiest way to promote it, and who knows how exactly they're going about doing it. Maybe they're showing them how to use certain software that they can use for
lots of stuff.
Yeah, hopefully.
Well, if they're learning how to program, there's gaming program, but if you're learning how to generically program first, and then you can it transfers.
As long as
over,
as long as it's not like a whole lot of fluff and like maybe more of the bare basics, that'd be a little more handy.
To be honest, I've only been in high school for almost 10 years. You have been for 10 years.
Don't remind me.
I wish. I was lucky enough to have a fairly business-minded father that would. He was teaching me stuff at a younger age that most people probably weren't learning about. Even just how insurance works and how to get how to do lots of things that are real life things aren't really taught in school very much. We had a marketing class that kind of taught us how to do a resume, but it wasn't really anything in depth when it came to actually how to do anything.
Imagine
right when you got to high school.
If schools or high school actually taught students how to apply their skills
How
to
to
the
manage a
real
checkbook.
world, right? Or that too. Just anything like that as far as
How to apply for a loan.
Yeah.
How to do. Just anything. It would be nice if that money was spent
how
somewhere
loans
else.
work.
Yeah. Well, yes. I don't know.
Man, it just seems like, yeah. I mean, I it's cool that they're doing it, but I just hope they're doing it
And
the right way.
It isn't that much money. It's not like we're talking about millions of dollars. I think it's under $500,000, which that's still a lot of money. But when it comes to hundreds of students or whatever and teachers, that actually isn't that much money. I mean, I don't know how much school districts actually spend, but I'm assuming in California, or wherever this is,
I think it was Oakland.
Oakland, yeah. So in California, a lot. You were talking about this before the show about the new Mass Effect.
Yes,
and then it looks promising. Very promising.
People who are getting to see the process, or the developers work on it, are very excited. They from what it sounds like, they want to spoil stuff, but they're not going to, and they're using a new engine.
Are they? Sorry, I'm sure it's not very. Oh, you have a full screen over there. It's just hard to read over that.
Sorry, I should have written it down.
I mean, I'm assuming they're working with a new engine.
Oh, it's obviously down there. Okay.
Oh, I don't know. I was just scrolling down. I didn't know if you could see everything.
The Frostbite 3 engine.
Oh, okay. So they're using the new Frostbite.
Yeah, which is...
Well, that's cool.
Yeah,
it's a very good looking system, and you can do a lot of damaging. The levelation. I don't know what the hell they're calling that. Or the world,
which is perfect for a game like Mass Effect.
Oh, yeah.
If anyone's ever played any of the Mass Effects, the massive destruction that happens in some of those.
Well, imagine if your cover could get destroyed. That'd be pretty cool, especially in a game where it's all about. It might make the duck and cover and shoot more interesting for someone like me who doesn't really enjoy that style of game.
Yeah, but they did. It's gonna be a few years, they say, which is good. It's I consider the first trilogy a masterpiece. Minus.
I mean, how many years were in between 1, 2, and 3? Quite a few, I'm sure. Two or three.
Yeah, probably 2 years each game.
Because it was all for the 360, right? Or was there one for the one?
No, it was for 360, I believe.
All for the 360. So yeah, I mean they had, was that 9 years, 8 years?
I think overall it's a really successful franchise.
Oh yeah, I think everyone loved those games, other than the crappy ending of
which 3. They kind of fixed. So I mean,
did they?
Yeah, they came out a while back. They free download for. They improved the endings, not only just the endings. I think they added a choice, so there's like 4 choices or something, and then also leading up to the very ending, they added some more like character development, like last moment stuff it worked a lot better and made a lot more sense, and overall it was a better ending to the franchise.
Good. So kind of like what Borderlands did-ish.
Not to mention they released the DLC, the last DLC for it, and people say is the best DLC of all the games or whatever, Mass Effect.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Well, they concentrated on what people like, and that's the humor, character development, and kind of a more diverse story or action kind of.
Well, yeah, because people like making the choices to change the storyline, right?
No, it's true, but then they did it in a more lighthearted manner, whereas the second and third game are pretty gloomy through the whole end of humanity. So those few moments where
to be honest, though, it's kind of hard to make end of humanity fun. Like, hey, let's be humorous about how we're all gonna die.
They'll throw in a few humorous bits here and there, and it causes you to chuckle. But it's cool because they get the whole crew together, and it's kind of your last hurrah before going and fighting to the end. So
that's good.
Yeah. Recommend it if people haven't seen it.
I saw this, and I was actually depressed because I thought that she left The View and was no longer going to be on TV. I didn't realize that she was going to be a news pundit.
She left The View, really?
Yeah. She left The View, which I didn't watch the show anyways, but I'm
actually kind of surprised.
She's super opinionated about being... Dude, she is a football player's wife.
I was going to say, the View, they're all very opinionated.
No, I know, but usually the other opinions are... not quite as dumb.
The only reason why I'm surprised is because, and I'm not agreeing with her on anything. I'm just saying, kind of the one person who was the one disagreeer. Like,
yeah, I guess that's
they
true.
all kind of agreed with each other except for her. So I mean, it seems like you took a lot of.
Well,
unless they get another kind of conservative.
I'm not sure who. I mean, yeah, I don't watch the show enough to know. But
in the View, she's kind of a hyper conservative lady, and the rest of them are swinging more to the left.
Yeah.
So obviously they clash. With
I just really
opinions.
hate it when people are important just because. I mean, her husband is a football or an ex-football player. It just seems weird to me that she was ever on anything. But
well, it's just
she's a good talker,
View, though.
I guess,
mean, most of
it's a very popular show, though.
no, it is, but it's just where these ladies are talking. I mean, you have an actress on there, Whoopi Goldberg. I mean, what she it's not like she's like a political intelligent.
Well, that is true, but at least she's famous for doing something other than just being a famous person's wife. She's an actress. But anyways, this one was just funny that.
What is she on there now? Is she a news person?
I think she. Yeah, I mean, I could play.
Oh, a news host. Okay, she's a news host.
Yeah.
Fox
I think
now.
she has her own show-ish, or she's on the show with two other people.
I don't know.
I don't want to play it because I hate her. I hate her voice. But
well, and plus, what she's going to be talking about obviously irritate all gamers.
Yeah, just the fact that she basically was saying that we need to regulate how much these people are playing. Well, I'm not saying that people don't need to self-regulate themselves. And parents need to do a better job, but like the fact that anyone ever blames the fact that they tried to put the fact that all of the kids that have been involved in most of the popular terrible word, but the most news read shootings in this country all played video games. Yeah, well, they're from the ages of 16 to 32. What do you think they did with their free time?
What I got from the article is not necessarily. Well, she kind of limited, but she was saying pay attention to like if there's a. I'm not agreeing with her, but I think this is what she was saying is look at how many hours they played before they snapped, and use that as a measurement of like.
Don't play this many hours or you might snap and kill people.
Exactly. It's dumb nonetheless, but I think that's what
she's so out of the loop with. I mean, we play games a lot. We know a lot of gamers. When I played WoW a lot, I wasn't playing 16 hours a day, but I was playing a lot. I didn't.
Well, and
it was basically I worked and I played games.
I honestly don't know why
I didn't go kill anyone.
Any news outlet anywhere still even mentions video games, considering every single study, legitimate study, points out that there is no correlation.
Well, that's why I like on the other one. Did you watch the other one? She basically said video games have nothing to do with what happened.
Yeah, I've seen enough like arguments on both sides to where it's.
Well, she wasn't even arguing. She was just saying like, yeah, he played a lot of games. It's probably his outlet, but that's not why he killed people. He killed people because he's disturbed. And other reasons, other ways than the fact that he plays games.
Yeah,
but.
Well, it's just silly because this is they're as terrible as these events were. How many are there?
That's true.
And then how many people play video games?
Well, we're talking millions, hundreds of million. I'm not sure how many people play games, but probably 100 million.
Well, I'm just saying, yeah. I mean,
in this continent.
There's a lot of people who play video games, and there's only a handful of bad individuals. Sometimes they obviously don't play video games, but do they concentrate on anything else that they do in their free time?
Viewer, like it's popular and it's easy to demonize. Which, if you're a normal person who doesn't know anything about video games, yeah, I'd agree with that. I mean, they're uneducated in how people work playing video games, I'm assuming. Yeah. They just don't know. It'd be like me trying to do...
That's the problem with news in general is they have to demonize something. I mean, if they're not going to demonize video game players, they're going to demonize gun owners who there's, or music. Most of them are all... Yeah, exactly.
To be honest, though, I feel like they're not very creative with what they're trying to...
Well, instead of demonizing, what they need to be doing is... putting less focus on the killer because they're immortalizing them.
Well, we know,
and focus more on the victims as far as ways people can help them or ways that we can make sure that doesn't happen again, rather than just being like, it's.
Which her saying that at some point, when did they snap? When did they decide to actually do it? That only makes sense in the fact where is a preventative thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying we could do that, and it doesn't work with everyone.
Exactly, and then there's just too much evidence piled
20
against.
people is too small of a sample size to make any decisions.
And there's just too much evidence piled against video games and violence in general.
Yeah.
There's just so that's kind of a pointless pursuit.
Well, it's usually an outlet for people. So, I guess moving on to something more exciting, I think, because Diablo 3's auction house is going away on the PC
It should
in
have
6
never
months.
came out.
I know. My buddy at work been playing quite a bit, and he's describing to me all the loot he's getting, how much fun he's having.
Is he on the Xbox or
Yeah,
the PlayStation?
on the PlayStation, yeah. And well, it's only on the PlayStation.
Oh, is it only on PlayStation?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Are you sure?
Yep. I'm pretty sure it's just PS4.
I want you to look.
Maybe
you mean PS3?
Yeah, PS3. Sorry.
I'm pretty sure it's on Xbox.
Maybe it is. But he's playing on the PlayStation 3.
Because my friend's playing on Xbox.
He goes, and for something completely different. Yeah, we're talking about something completely different now. I don't know. I'm excited for it.
Oh, the auction house going down?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I'm thrilled. And
because I can actually find loot for myself now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, weird. It'll be more like Diablo 2. Maybe the loot will just be better in general. Hopefully, hopefully they create cross act teleporting, because that's really dumb. Super dumb. I don't want to make a new game just to go to the next act or go to the next boss. Like, I don't like anything that stops my progression or makes me have to get out of the game for any reason other than the fact that I want to be done.
Fair enough. But I think it's but like we were saying, thumbs up on getting rid of the auction house. That was a stupid idea to begin with.
Well, the whole idea of it was because people were already auctioning off gear on shady websites. Not really that shady, to be honest, but they were saying they were shady for real money on Diablo 2.
Yeah.
And so they were trying to be like, well, they're already going to do it, so we might as well just make it part of the game. I can understand the logic behind it. It's just the fact that people were already doing it before shouldn't have changed how the loot was going to be and distributed.
Well, they just made it more accessible and just are like, we're going along with it, even though we disagreed with it the whole time.
You're right. It's for both. No. It was originally only going to be a PS3, but that was like a year ago, so they were already
enjoying
late.
all their legendaries at level 30.
Dude, he's telling me that half his gear was just legendaries. It's just, I mean, they were pretty cool legendaries too. Like, they've already implemented, I think, some of the new gear that isn't on the PC side yet until whatever the next the loot patch will be, which is probably in March when they do this.
Thanks, Blizz.
But, I mean, disappointing because it took, 2 years-ish for this to change, and then the fact that it changed on the console version first. This is super weird.
Slap to the face.
It is a little bit. The only thing I can think of is that they were trying it first. They're like, hey, we're going to do this on the shit we don't care about, which is the console version.
What do you think? People are going to have less fun getting more loot?
Yeah, I know. It seems weird.
And giving them a role they can use whenever they want?
I don't want more gear.
I enjoy all these blues.
Let's see. I guess next thing, kind of the last thing, there wasn't a lot of news going on, but The Evil Within. They released a trailer for that, which is going to be a game by the guys that make Resident Evil, right?
Yep, the original Resident Evil, and I'm pretty excited, and I think a lot of people are as well, just because it looks like we might be going back to our roots finally, where survival horror is in fact a survival horror and not a shoot 'em up.
Yeah, here I'll put this on here with a little bit of volume. It seems like it's going to be fun.
Adam 13, this is Sergeant Sebastian Castellanos. What's happening up there?
Unknown.
Graphics look pretty.
Oh, yeah. That's probably in... Looks like it's in-game.
Please hurry.
Yeah. This is
Oh, yeah,
definitely
that's in-game.
I'm pretty sure it's all in-game.
No, yeah. And this is going to be next gen, right?
Current and next.
Oh, yeah, I just meant it's...
Yeah, they're coming out on
I
the
assume
old and new systems.
most games are going to be for
Look,
both,
you
I
can
guess.
see the rainwater
On her shoulders.
spraying. Yeah, just
Making the clothes more wet.
All right, stay sharp. It's the police.
He should have said, Barry. Where's Barry?
I hope this isn't Chris's blood.
Dead. Oh, I guess he's the main character, so now.
almost looks like a mix between Silent Hill and Resident Evil, to be honest.
It does a little bit. Which, I love Silent Hill, but Silent Hill didn't quite have enough killing for me.
But a lot of sneaking.
Yeah.
A lot of it looks like he's running. A lot of him dying.
Yeah, or I'm not sure how they're. Apparently, in that's the first gun you get. You find the pieces of that shotgun, and that's when you first get to kill someone in the game. Like they really make it very survival, Silent Hill-ish.
I'm looking forward to it. I mean, whew. I think it's gonna be spooky.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be good.
I hope so. I mean, I think maybe they finally heard the pleas that we're sick of Michael Bay Resident Evil games.
I mean, to be honest, past Resident Evil 4.
Yeah.
I mean, Resident Evil 4
No, it was good. But past Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
everything.
I'm just saying, Resident Evil, but the difference between 5 and 6, I didn't play 6, but the difference between 5 at least, and 4 really isn't that much different. It was just 4 was kind of revolutionary with the
not
third-person
necessarily
shooter.
because the mood
That's true,
was
that's
a
true.
lot different.
It's very dark.
Yes, and the story was, I thought, a lot better than Resident Evil 5.
Oh,
Not to mention
I
Resident
agree
Evil
with that.
5 killed off one of the most iconic villains.
That is
like,
true.
what do you do after that?
Yeah, how do you kill off
honestly?
Wesker?
And Resident Evil 6 is proof of that. It's if you
I wonder if the movies started to translate over to the game after 5 and 6, because obviously the movies are fucking terrible.
yeah, no.
I mean, they're
to be
they're
honest, I
awful.
think 6 was some of the action moments are worse than the movies almost. Like, I'm talking about jumping over helicopters on motorcycles, jumping from skyscrapers to the street. It's just they're pretty horrible. They had some good ideas that they threw in that I was like, oh, good, this is creative or scary or spooky. But for the most part, it was a worse game.
Oh yeah, I mean, it went downhill.
Fun to goof around with on if you have a friend to play with. It's actually a blast if you have a friend.
I just couldn't get myself to buy it for the PC. I bought 5, and I actually really enjoyed 5. I mean, not as good as 4, obviously, but I enjoyed it enough to where I probably played it through.
I had
3
fun,
times.
but it definitely wasn't survival horror,
Oh no, it was more of a shoot 'em up.
like hardcore shoot 'em up.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
especially on an easier difficulty, you have so many bullets.
oh, sure.
I just remember Resident Evil 1, like, if you're playing on the easier difficulty, you can barely survive. If you play on the harder one, you're like knifing people at the beginning to survive. But
Resident Evil 6, literally, like half the time you're using melee.
really,
Yeah.
because you can just kill people
because it was
with
overpowered.
Oh,
I'm like killing, one-shotting regular zombies.
but I
and
remember
stuff.
in 1 it was like 4 or 5 knife hits on a normal like level 1 zombie at the very beginning of the game to kill him. You know, there was
I don't remember.
well, I bought it for the remake for the GameCube, and I didn't play all the way through again because I just got bored. But it's really hard to play those.
You were almost a Jill sandwich.
Yeah, I don't know. The opening scene was still exactly the same though.
Oh, the 90s shitty movie stars.
Yeah, well, yeah, and then you walk in and it's the stupid. I mean, the graphics look better
Obviously.
on the in-game stuff, but just the voices I think were exact. I don't think they read up the voices at all. I think it was the same.
That'd be
shitty.
pretty cool if that was the case. I don't know. I haven't played it.
I just love the Barry. Where's Barry?
What is this? It looks like blood. I hope
Hope
this
it's
isn't Chris's
blood.
blood.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. I love those games, but it's hard to play a 20-year-old game. It's really sad to say that's how old that game is. Probably, maybe older now. It was PS1.
Ew, I don't want to think about it.
Oh god.
Mm-mm.
Well, did you play anything else this week?
No, just watch some League of Legends tournaments.
Oh yeah. I forgot about
Watch
that.
America get their ass kicked yet
how
again.
many, it was the Worlds, right? They were in California.
I didn't watch them all.
Did you kind of stop after the after the?
Oh
NA
no,
scene
no.
got
I
crushed, or-
watched for like
or did you have to
5
work?
hours. No, I just I had to
Deal with other stuff.
deal with life.
I had to like eat, hang out with girlfriend.
No,
yeah.
no, they're good games. It'd be kind of nice if America actually America. And then I'm not being patriotic or at all, but it's just like I watched the North American Championships. I'm like,
Korean team's gonna
I wonder who's gonna go over there and die. I mean, it's just we're so outclassed.
At least this one was in L.A.
Right? Is that Riot headquarters?
Oh, is that where they had? So is this not the finals, or was this season 3 finals?
I thought this was just the world champion.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
So is it not? So was this a tournament to go to the season 3 championship,
No.
or
I
did
don't
they have
know.
a victor for season 3? I
think
didn't get a chance.
everyone's
I had to
gonna be
work,
there.
so I didn't really.
I know Europe, Asia, China, Korea. Last I saw, China was beating everyone. So
Oh, of course.
I think it was OMG.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if they won, but they were destroying when I was last watching them. So unfortunately, I wish I should have probably looked up
the
to
VODs.
see who was all winning, but I just haven't had a chance because I've been too busy playing Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah,
I have to get my priorities straight.
Yeah, I agree. I've been playing a lot of Smite actually.
Oh, really?
Lot of Smite.
I tried watching some streams. They're kind of boring to watch.
Dude, it's actually the spectating experience in League of Legends and StarCraft and even Dota, I guess. The top-down aerial view.
It helps.
Well, it's the way the games are designed. You're looking at the game how you would look at it if you're playing it. When you spectate Smite, other than when you're doing personal stream, it's like a free-floating camera in the game. So I actually hate watching it.
Maybe
I
that's
love
why.
playing it, but I hate watching it just because it's clunky at best, probably, to describe
God.
how fun it is to watch. Just because
Clunky at best.
yeah, it's not very fun to watch. Only because the camera angles are weird. It's a third-person game, and you're really close. So when you're watching it spectated, you're not close. It's hard to know what's going on because
Yeah,
you're not
that's
used to
true.
seeing spells that way and all that, all that jazz. So
Especially for a MOBA or whatever.
yeah. I mean, it's a blast to play. It's still in beta, so it's not like it's a final game. It's been in beta for a while, and they release a new champion like every couple of weeks, so it's at least fun to play. And but yeah, I started a new account just to have some fun, and I got to level like 12 pretty fast actually. But God, I had some games. It was just ridiculous. Like when I don't know, in League of Legends you can't go back and start a new account anymore because everyone's doing that. Well, in this game, there's still so many new people that it was
destroying.
It was
everyone.
I was like 40-4 in one game and we still lost. Like it was like the rest of my team was so bad, but I just couldn't end the game fast enough to where everyone had a full build by the time the game was over.
So I don't know. We've mentioned Smite, but it's a MOBA.
It's a third-person MOBA game,
and third person. So it's
everything,
the 3D.
Yep, everything is a skill shot.
Yeah.
Even auto attacks, and I mean, when I mean skill shot, I mean some abilities are an area on the ground, but you have to place it there like any other game. But everything else is a skill shot.
Yeah.
You're not, you can't just lock onto a target and auto fire like you can in every other MOBA game. So it's definitely different that way.
And all the characters are based off of actual gods.
Yes. In all mythology,
Norse, Greek, Asian, Chinese, Korean, American, whatever.
I don't know if we have any mythology.
I didn't know if there was any. I don't know.
I don't think I don't think Obama's in the game. I'm just kidding. Hi, my name's Thomas Jefferson. I'm here to kick some ass.
He has the Declaration of Independence.
Dude, that would
One
actually
hand.
be fucking awesome if they introduced
Fucking like founding father.
George Washington.
Abraham Lincoln, even though he's not founding father.
He's
but-
basic. It's the vampire hunter Abraham Lincoln, of course.
So who's your go-to god?
I actually, which is really weird because in League of Legends I don't really play carries, but in this game I only play carries. It seems like. I mean, I can play. They did just recently change the game so jungling is viable. To actually only jungle, or it just works like any other game. There's actually significantly more jungle camps. Like there's, in like League, there's 1 mana and 1 thing on each side. In this game, there's on each side of the map, there's 2 on each. So there's actually 4 of everything.
Wow.
So it's definitely, you can share the jungle a lot more. But so I've been starting the jungle, or trying to, because I really enjoyed that in League. But yeah, I play a lot of Apollo, the god of music. He's pretty cool. I don't know. And Cupid. I don't know.
Cupid looks stupid though.
Oh, he's ridiculous. Actually, I bought one of the skins, which is a devil outfit, and he fires tridents, like little tiny pitchforks. Yeah, and so that's pretty fun. But I enjoy the game, but I've been playing the shit out of it. Probably too much. I didn't make any shows this week because I didn't really want to.
It's all right. It's okay.
I didn't do any news at all.
We can allow you to zone out every now and again.
Yeah, I think I might go back to it this week, starting on Monday, just because, I don't know.
Let me know when you want to play a league game.
I know. I need to get you to play Smite. It should be like Smite with a noob or something. I don't know. Although you've played enough League that I feel like you still crush people even at low levels.
Maybe.
It's not that much different. And you played WoW for a long time. So it's not like you're confused about how the WASD works.
Fair enough.
And hitting 1, 2, 3,
Just
4, 5.
give me an OP champ.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. We'll give you like Loki or something. He's an assassin that basically just can go invisible and teleport and just dead.
Smite, I don't know if it's daily or weekly, has special matches that you can do for bonus experience.
Yeah, it's daily. There's a match of the day.
And I remember the one you played was nothing but Loki and Odin.
Yeah, I think so.
And so there's like, I don't know,
there
10, 12 people on the screen as Loki and Odin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really, it's a fun game. If you like MOBA games, it's a nice change to the normal pace of them. But I don't know, the community's small enough still that there's not a lot of BM going on. You can just do horrible. Someone will tell you're doing horrible, but they're not going to tell you to go kill yourself, hang yourself, or whatever goes on to get people banned on that game.
Or whatever they do to your mom, or...
Yeah, I mean, or just keep messaging you during the game, or after the game, and tell you how much you have to like block people.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen.
The curse of a popular game.
Yeah. Well, and the fact that it seems maybe the older WoWer community is switched. I don't think it's as young of people playing the game because most League players are young and they just keep playing League.
Well, and it goes back to actually
they're happy with the game.
Well, how many players there are. I mean, the player base is so huge, so you're gonna get the young assholes, the old assholes.
It's the same thing with Call of Duty.
Yeah, exactly. Because there's so many people that play those games. You're more likely
on PC, there's less people, so almost no one even talks on the mics, let alone is BMing people the whole time.
Yeah.
It's a double-edged sword.
Yeah. No, so I've seen Adam play it, and it looks pretty fun, so...
And it's free, obviously, like other ones.
Mm-hmm.
The really cool thing, though, is if you buy the game for $30, you get all the champions for life for free.
Yeah, and when I was looking at it, this was a long time ago, there were a lot of champs. They have, like,
maybe 40 gods.
That's pretty...
And like I said, they release one about every 2 or 3 weeks. So...
It's pretty nice.
It's cool. I guess that'll end the show.
Yeah.
Katie Reed's Nerdgasm with Katie Reed is coming back next week.
Oh.
So I think there'll be a thing before this show. I'll put her little 2-minute spiel about coming back and doing a show with who was the Bob. He was in one of the original episodes. I don't know if he's been on for a while, but they're going to be the 2 main people doing the show. So
well, if they ever need to talk to anyone who knows what they're talking about, I'm kidding.
Yeah, no, because you're really... And you read comics.
I used to read a lot of comics, not so much anymore.
Don't you read more graphic novels, if anything else?
I honestly don't read very much anymore. I mean, I had Derek Young hand me, a stack of New 52 Superman and New 52 Batman comic books, and I read them all, so...
Oh, you read them all and get back to them?
Well, I haven't given them back, but yeah.
Oh, well, it's not like you guys live in the same apartment complex or anything. It's like a floor. Or 2 floors.
2 floors?
A floor, 2 floors. I don't know.
But
whatever.
There's no elevator now.
What?
It broke.
Dude.
No, they say they're fixing it.
Dude.
I feel bad for
Derek and Jared. I will
floor.
blow both of you at some point just to ease the pain of having to walk up 5 flights of stairs. Oh, God.
Yeah.
At least it's cooling down. It's not quite as hot as it has been.
They're still on the 5th floor, though. Gets
I know.
hot up there.
Just, oh, God, Derek's thinking about moving? There's no way he's moving now. It's not worth it. You might as well just leave your stuff in the apartment and just buy new shit.
Toss it out the window.
I remember I did that when I was moving out of long story short, I was moving all the shit on myself, and I was just tossing couches off of the railing onto a big grass thing and then taking to the dump because it wasn't worth it. All right. Well, I guess thanks for watching the show. S.C. Sampson, Tom the Doubter. John will be back next week. I'm sure he's sick, really sick right now. So
I'll give an update on the Grand Theft Auto.
yes. Hopefully, I got tomorrow. You work tomorrow, huh?
Mm-mm. I took the week off
Oh,
to play Grand Theft Auto.
maybe I'll come over maybe I'll come over tomorrow after Tasha gets off of work.
Sounds good.
I don't
Yeah,
want to bring
I'm
the baby
free.
over. That would be every time I bring him over to a friend's house, he just freaking cries. Just cries. Like, I don't understand why you're crying. The temperature's fine in here. We're good to go.
Interesting.
All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good rest of your night.
Night.